Noobs has the best names. I wish we could fit this all in a name, right? The Moon Buds. The last line of defense is the Arms Warrior. Penguin is going to counterattack. Penguin is gonna counterattack. Big Thunder. Big Cat Big Thunder is our boy, dude. Big Cat Big Thunder. That's the POV we watch. And we've got Pork Toot Small Glutinous Rice. Man, there's such sick names. I just gotta say. Noobs are fucking back on top. Noobs have been, you guys were 2 and 3 for a while, right? Or 3 and 4, right? Space Force Progress, and then it was Noobs Alliance and Noobs Horde. The how close people are at the top was all within like 15 seconds until now. Until now. Noobs cut off almost a full minute. Almost a full minute already. That's insane. That's so much time. I don't know what you did crazy that was different. We're going to look at it right now. And we don't know. We're about to, the split. So if I look at this, I have this here. Yeah. All right. Someone link this and take notes, chat. Okay. The places they save time, Kil'jaeden dies 17 seconds ahead of time. All right. Now they lose some time on Brutalis. They're only 10 seconds ahead. They save 10 more seconds on Felmis. Their Felmis is the fastest Felmis in the world. But what's crazy is right here how much time they save. Between Muru, or Eridar Twins and Muru. Between Eridar Twins and Muru, they save an extra 15 seconds. They even have Big Cat Big Thunder. They even have our boy Big Cat Big Thunder. So we're watching Big Thunder's POV. Where did I have it pulled up? Here we go. We're watching Big Thunder's POV. I'll keep this right here. And we'll have this so we can see, right? So shout out to our boy Big Thunder. Huge grats, man. Huge grats to Noobs. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let me know if the music is too loud. Here's the timer split. As you guys can see, the timer split is right here. The only thing my face cam is covering is his like writing, so I don't have to move my face cam. I'll just show you guys so you guys can know that I'm not like covering anything. It's just the chat, right? And Trinket. Chat and Trinket. Right now he does have PvP Trinket equipped as well as the Naru Slaves. Cool. Let's watch this. I'm so hyped. Video link, yes. Video link. Let me put this. Feral Tank POV, our boy Big Thunder, and this is in 4K now. So we're seeing instant bloodlust used. Instant bloodlust used. I love his like target nameplate indicator, basically the like skull and the flames. FAP also used just to be safe, and PvP Trinket is on currently. If you do get something like scatter shot here as a tank, it literally is GG go again, right? So like that is very much worth it. Very much worth it. I don't think I can track all of the bloodlust on here, but I'll look in the logs to see if they chain bloodlust. It looks like there was a second bloodlust used. It looks like there's a second bloodlust used. So I think they chain bloodlust on the first pulls because your uptime of those lusts is crazy. There is another pull generally that bloodlust can be used for often. On the oh shit! All right, it is here. Yeah. All right, cool. So no, they didn't use the second bloodlust. They have 2 bloodlusts left. They have 2 bloodlusts left. You can also see Warlock damage is like pumping on overall. It's always Warlock and Warriors that are like the Giga Pumpers, and like Rogues can actually do really well at the beginning here because they have a pretty decent uptime of their CDs right at the beginning. Double ret, yeah. The composition, after we get through the first section, we'll look at the composition. But actually, I can just point it out right now, right? You have the Double Hunter Dream. This is the Dream group, group 3. And look at them just kiting things with them. This is always beautiful. As long as you kill the mobs that don't move, you can kite like so often, right? He's gonna move, get a little bit of threat on the scout, hit it like once, and then pick up the protector. Boom, easy. Super almost died there. Super low. Super Mars goes super crazy low. A lot of raid damage coming out here. A lot of raid damage coming out here. but they're fine. And everything is stacked so well. The tanking is really, really nice. The stacks are really good. They do have two Feral Druid tanks, one Prop Paladin tank. The standard comp basically for speedruns right now is exactly this, like literally exactly this. 4 warriors, one is an arms warrior, 1 rogue, 2 hunters. A lot of the raid is these boss fights. So a lot of the raid is bosses. This is the next pack that Bloodlusts are usually used, and they did use them. You can see at the bottom right, they did use their next 2 Bloodlusts. This pack is a little bit scary, and you do want to just like get it done with. You need to burn the mage as they run in fast. Their mages, I haven't seen the mages teleport out at all. So the raid group is really good at moving in before a mage can teleport out. Like the entire raid group kind of needs to move in. Big Thunder moves to go grab the protector. He's going to need to build some actual threat on it really fast. You'll see he hits the scout once and then grabs the protector. So neither of them go in and actually start like meleeing any of the group. Mainly like it would go into like a healer, or like 1 seed would hit it and then 1 warlock would get instant killed. Because you can see, like I was saying, the positioning of everybody, you're really close to the group, to the pull, so that mages don't like teleport out and warriors have like less uptime fighting. Yeah. Is this live? No, this is not live. They're going to mount up. They did not do the pre-pull down to here, so they're going to have to fight this pull up here. With the raptor mount on the bear. I just noticed that. That's so sweet. And they're going to pretty much stack up generally on top of the Kabbalist. The guy that doesn't like to move is the Kabbalist for the most part. You do have to move out the 2 Vindicators. So they had a double Vindicator pack instead of a double Dawn Priest pack. Here, let me permit you sake. Permit sync. But their kiting of this is great. You can see some people are using rocket boots already. All rocket boots are used. They'll probably switch boots now. And they'll probably I'm not sure if they're going to chain pull this in, but they might chain pull this next group in. It doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just going to go meet it. But they're like the kiting that's happening right now, right? The kiting that's happening right now is really something that's saving them a lot of time. If they've already killed things like the Kabbalist, like I mentioned earlier, they kill the mage first, right? You don't let any of the Dawn or Dust Priest get any cast off, and you kill the Kabbalist because the Kabbalist doesn't like to move. He just sits there and shadow bolts. Yeah. So they are on pull of Kil'jaeden. We'll see. I'll check the timers on pull of Kil'jaeden. But right now, pulling 502. 502 at this section, like this is really clean and really fast. Really, really clean and really fast. They are absolutely pumping, absolutely blasting. This is the fastest early section. So generally, it's around 620 on pull of Kil'jaeden. 615 is like an ideal. You can see this Kabbalist. This is the Kabbalist that won't move. They just need to finish it off as they pull the next pat. Pretty decent padding up here also. But that Kabbalist is really annoying. So that Kabbalist did hurt them a little bit from perfect cleave and moving everything forward. So almost a perfect first section. Kiting this. All right, now they should have time to mount. Switch gear. And straight onto boss. Boss pull. Remember when I said 615 would be ideal? 607. 607. It's 4 seconds faster than anyone else. But by the time they kill this boss, they're going to be 17 seconds ahead. So let's see how this goes. Keep an eye on the damage meters. Keep an eye on the damage meters. Bear tank tanking first, and then they switch over with the taunt to the paladin tank. Bear tank gets the initial threat, and then the taunt will obviously jump the paladin tank really high. So you start with the bear and then paladin tank, right? And then he got salve right as they swapped over. Big Thunder being teleported in first is actually not that bad. That's actually pretty decent. Ideally, it would be like maybe like a healer or something, because if you're a DPS and you're in first, you can't pump on this boss, right? On Sarthe or whatever. What's the demon's name again? I forget right now. You can't pump, right? Because you'll pull aggro and you'll die. Sarthe is one of the twins. I don't know why I can't think. Yeah, on Saruman. Correct. Yeah, on Saruman. Yeah. Perfect. So now DPS is going to shoot up. They don't have any Bloodlust for all of this, right? They're going to use some Bloodlust on Brutalis, but they do lose time on Brutalis. They do gain a lot of time on Kil'jaeden, or on Felmis. We're going to see that. So already up top, you can see that the boss is already about to be phased and over. They're just going to finish him off for the most part, right? Big Thunder's here. He can heal some people and just help out the raid. They're not bringing Brutalis or Kil'jaeden below the 10% to enrage it yet, but they will very soon, right? Now that all the warriors are back up top, they're just gonna finish the boss, right? So easy clap, finish the boss. As long as there's some dispels, he might need a. Yep, there's the decurse. Okay, so Big Thunder literally just decursed right there, saves one of the warlocks. Sprint forward because you haven't left combat right away. This is something that a lot of people aren't utilizing too well, but you can move forward really fast here. You don't leave combat right away. So you could use like something like Drums of Speed. I didn't notice if anything was used there, but you can utilize things like Drums of Speed. Yeah. Only one healer outside. Yeah, so you noticed that, and you were the only person that could decurse outside, which I noticed also. Which is huge. That's a really huge help. They don't wait at all. Big Thunder goes straight in to tanking. And now they're positioned. You can see even a warrior was a little bit slow, charges in and then moves into position. That warrior could have even eaten like one of the slashes. I mean, it doesn't, not much is the first slash, but yeah. First burn goes out. And on overall, still we have warlocks topping. The first section was really clean. The first section was like insanely clean. That was actually the most clean. And they're still doing the 180 tanking strategy of Brutalis. That means if you do get the burn, you have less to move on all sides. You don't have to move nearly as far. We also have a goblin flame turret out here, a little flame turret out there. And I don't know if you guys are going to utilize... Let me just look really fast before we keep going. All right, Brutalis, 158. Okay, Brutalis. Translate. Abilities. Cast. Abilities. So it doesn't look like a target dummy was used, right? Okay, so no target dummy is used. No. How do they skip the pack in the RP? You pre-clear. So everyone skips the pack in RP. You have to pre-clear. Ooh, goes pretty low there. That was actually pretty intimidating. 4k HP. What is the buff weak aura for hunters? Which one? The one that I use? It's just... my buff weak aura works for all classes. It's in the Discord channel. Exclamation point disc. My buff weak aura shows the buff procs for all classes. Although I have not scripted in all classes in Wrath of the Lich King yet. It's not really actually scripting. It's just writing it in. It's just... I just haven't done it yet. Both hunters here, 3.8k and 3.6k. They're gonna get... There are bloodlusted right now. So 3 bloodlusts have been used right now. 3 bloodlusts are used literally right now. And the hunters you can see are shooting up on the damage meters. These hunters are pumping. Yeah. Oh, the consume one? Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Snap. That one is made by Dars, and that one is amazing. That one is amazing. Dars is great, man. All right, Brutalis. There's only 3 burns, right? Like, it's not like they're spreading burns, which we've actually seen a lot in some of these world record races recently. I don't know why. There was a burn that just got resisted. Hello, RNG. Watch this. Let me go Did I go back far enough? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. All right, yeah. How do you pre-clear past Kil'jaeden before it's dead? You can reset the boss and get past. There's a couple ways. There's a couple videos on YouTube. Noobs was actually the first people to figure out that you could pre-trigger the Brutalis RP. That was on the beta. That was way back on no, PTR. Look at the DPS though. 4.1k, basically 4k, 3.5k almost. And everybody's around 3k, and like, so the DPS is really solid, but also not solid enough for like other guild, right? Like Progress's Brutalis was a lot faster. If we look at 315, right? If we look at the Brutalis's, man, Stead and Progress's Brutalis was crazy, right? If we look at Space Force and we look at Progress, Church Vise Stead also up here. This Progress, actually, that was not faster. This Brutalis is the fast one. Where Nova and Veramos are both doing like 4k DPS, and Veramos didn't have the bow yet. Here we go. He just got the bow. So that's going to be a lot higher even. So get ready for some competition, but Noobs is so fast. I'm actually almost surprised you don't log out now that you just got a burn, right? You're just going to heal through it. You can log out. If people don't know still, if you do get the burn late in the fight, the second you log out and log back in, the burn goes away. Yeah. Back in OG TBC, me and a friend got up there with soul stones and Miviz pots. That's what the original way to do it was that. But undead, any undead character can actually just glitch through and make it there faster. He might. Big Thunder, you might. Are you running the logs? He's a tank. Big Thunder's tank. As a DPS, I would not risk losing Torn before this fight. As a DPS, I would not risk losing Torn on this fight. This is it looks like they're grouping up and they're gonna get a rocket cluster, I think. Yep, there it is. There it is. All right. And Big Thunder will go in to instantly start taking the boss. Yeah. Progress is only doing splits. I think it was because of the scheduling thing. Progress is only doing splits. Boss moves a little bit. That's annoying, but it's not really much of an issue. You'll see him reposition the boss in a second. Really quick with repositioning the boss, and threat is pretty solid. So instantly boss is repositioned. Bloodlust or heroin, yeah, Bloodlust are going to be used. There it is. 1, 2, 3 Bloodlust. You can see them in the bottom corner right here. Bloodlust used. This is the fastest Fell Mist in the world, by the way, guys. There was the DI, in case you guys missed it. All right, watch what happens here. You guys obviously know this, but like you can see a priest gets targeted, right? Paladin, DI, instantly. Divine Intervention right there, and you're good. This is the Noobs run. This is the Horde run. Did you guys Alliance run go yet this week, Big Thunder? I actually don't know. So this run is like 50 seconds faster than the other world records, right? This is so fast. Look at the HP of the fucking boss. 37% right now, right? They're gonna do a little bit spread out. Let's see how RNG this okay, good. A beam was on like people way far away. That's pretty chill. But then he's gonna pick up some of the ads. Make sure that they don't attack anyone. And the second one, they played like, look at this. You guys are like kind of spread out, and you can move fast enough that the beam doesn't mess you up, but you actually don't get beam there. You actually get beam all the way over here on second tank. That's great, dude. Thursday Alley, their CD is already done. Okay, Alliance goes Thursday, guys. Noobs Alliance goes Thursday. And I want to know what HP the boss is at when it goes away. We'll probably see before the boss comes back down. We'll note before the boss comes back down. Okay, so we're gonna double time this section. Bam, bam, bam. Get a bunch of rage. Boss is at 17%. 17%. Remember last week? Fucking, it was either, it was like, no, I think it was, who was it? Maybe it was Space Force that did 22, and I was like, that is crazy. That is the craziest damage ever. Progress did 22 also. Yeah, remember, I was literally blown away. I was like, they are on fire. 17%. 10% as it touches the ground. Literally 10% as it lands. That's fucking... Let's go, noobs. Oh my god. The double pull is done instantly. Everything's picked up. There should be an MD sapper. It looked like a sapper just went out there. There should be an MD sapper rolled there for the paladin tank. As the feral tanks, you don't need to worry about picking up everything, right? You have assigned targets. Usually what, the vanquishers or whatever they're called, I forget. And now the one of the feral tanks is going to sprint forward, as well as the Boomkin Druid is going to sprint forward, and Big Thunder is going to mount. Everyone else is going to mount. You want to mount before you get onto the ramp, ideally, because you don't want to have triggered any of the imps yet. And there are other people went forward to make sure they got all the imps, so the raid doesn't take a ton of damage from imps. And here, let's see how this goes. This section, they save time as well. I'm almost surprised they didn't. Well, they're gonna have to have someone pull this soon, or they're just gonna like zoom up to it. All right, so they're gonna kite up to this. Okay, there it is. They need to start pulling this. Not need to start. I mean, there's the world's fastest. Looks like they're bringing this pack down to them. They also bring this pack down to them. Okay, there we go. And you see a druid tank. The other druid tank is moving forward already with one of the hunters, it looks like. Maybe one of the healers. Druid. Two druids. Both druids are moved forward, so that they don't get any imps in the group. And now they're running. Okay. Mounting here. Let's see it. Mounting here to move up into this group. That's where, like, you could either, I thought rocket boots could be a good time save utilized there. You would have less HP, so it's a little sketchy. Technically, though, if you were able to pull off those pulls with at the same speed, rocket boots would have been a faster, like, movement into this section. But you I don't know. And already going and chain pulling these. This is really nice. That was a really fast chain pull that you actually don't see too often, nearly as fast as this. Look at Big Thunder, just pumping, dude. Just pumping. Yeah, we'll see about imps, guys. And now they're going forward. You can see people already ahead. You've got the Paladin ahead, and Hunter ahead. The Hunter's going to chain pull. Already did it. Got the MD pull back into the group. And now the Paladin is going to do the next pull so that they move everything out of the way. The little Space Force pull. Since Space Force popularized it, and people were not so stoked about that. Remember the drama? You guys remember the drama. It was Drama Wednesdays. It was Drama Wednesdays, you know? All right. Now we're going to see the Space Force pull. Boom. Bubble pull from the Paladin. Moves everything to the side. Everyone runs through. Did they despawn all of the imps? I thought they just dealt with it with their, because they had their Resto-kin druid ahead the entire time. Did you guys despawn all of those imps on the ramp? Space Force still has a reset, Hazard. So Space Force still goes. Con flag, PvP trinket, and back in. PvP trinkets for the boys. You can see that also. Actually, you can't see this, but Big Thunder is also wearing PvP trinket. Yeah. Yeah, Space Force will be really exciting. Veramos has a bow now, and he's a gamer. He's a great player, and I'm really excited to see what they pull off. So far, very clean twins. I don't think I've noticed a normal death. Here's the PvP trinket coming. Boom. I don't think I've noticed a normal death other than like there was the DI deaths. Progress run when? Progress is doing splits this week. They switched over. They're doing splits. They tried to this week and ran over time because of wipes and resets on first boss or on before Kil'jaeden. Yeah. Any primers? Yo, earplugs. What's up, dog? How you doing, man? Yeah, guys, feel free to support the channel. Casual shill. Feel free to support the channel. You know, no big deal. Yeah, it helps out. Also, check out Earpugs if you want to know like everything you can know about PvP and Wrath of the Lich King. He is just a absolute giga gamer in PvP. And if you missed our podcast with him, check that out on YouTube. But yeah, huge shout out to Earpugs. Guys, check him out. Love you, dog. When you say splits, you mean speedrunner splits. Splits for gear. Not necessarily for speedrun gear, I don't think, because I think they have, like, for the most part, what they need. But probably a couple characters need, like, leggings of Immortal Knight or something in Proggy. All right, here's the first group of imps. You can see the first group of imps on the left. Really quick, let me show again the timers, right? First of all, here's the timers here. They are 25 seconds ahead. I'll just use these, right? 25 seconds ahead. They saved only 3 seconds in the last section, but they saved 10 seconds, literally 10 seconds on killing Kil'jaeden. They lost 7 seconds killing Brutalis. So they actually saved 17 seconds killing Kil'jaeden. Crazy. And this section is another section where they save a lot of time. I think roster, Bay. I think it was roster. That's my guess. I haven't asked, but I think it's roster. Roster boss is really annoying when you need to like reset so many times and then run a different day. You might not have a good enough roster to run your actual speed. Yeah. So then it's like, well, let's just invest what we can in the next run. Really solid chain pulling here. Noobs is actually so far doing the best out of any guild I've seen with chain pulling. And a lot of the pulling is being done by obviously Big Thunder here in the POV. So like, huge shout out to Big Thunder, who's literally doing a lot of this pulling for them. Is Salad Baker's trying again? Yeah, we're just the best guild there is. We're trying again. To notice this, thank you so much for the prime, man. We're not done trying. Really nice kiting here. So they are doing the best that they can at double dog pulling, right? That was actually perfect timing of that one to die, and they're gonna kite and move forward still. And it looks they're moving the imps out of the way so they can run forward. They'll probably have, yeah, warlocks just kill those imps, and then as dispels come out, they'll pick this up insta. Dude, that's just the kiting. They literally just, there was not a crazy pull. They just kited. They just kited things better than everyone else. And they saved like 10 seconds in this section. They did get lucky. The dogs didn't do like crazy, like the dogs didn't like do any of their abilities like too crazy. There's a death coil right there. So that was nice, but they saved so much time in that section. That's crazy. Rocket boots into the boss on Muru. Okay. On Muru pull. On Muru pull. They lost 1 second in the split there. So is it on Muru kill? Wait, how fast is their Muru kill? 151? That's like standard now. I mean, obviously giga fast. That's like, I think the fastest is 151s, like tied 151s. Maybe 150. 155 progress. Ooh, feels sag. 150. See? 150 Space Force. Space Force, the pumpers. Boss killed 1 second slower. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that wasn't split timer for the sections and on boss pull. Okay. That was just boss kill, actually. Yeah, so but that time that they saved there was crazy. So 151, amazing, right? Now they have everything in. Literally, Big Thunder, what Big Thunder did here, look, just watch this, because so you're using just your hear me out. You're using just your paladin tank to tank everything, right? Big Thunder went over here, picks up all of these ads coming in so that they don't hit anyone, picks them up really quickly, brings them in right away to their paladin tank. So their threat, they're not worried about like cleave or anything and one of their warriors dying, which happens in like almost every run. You see a warrior dying and then he gets taunted off of and then he's instantly back in cat. That's really clean, man. That's really clean. Right? So he's just throwing in extra damage. Look at the damage. Look at the damage on their hunter, dude. Almost 6k DPS on this opening section. 6k on one of their hunters. That's really good RNG. That's like obviously playing well, but like really good RNG. Would Dual Unholy DK be good in Arena? No, not at all. I would not suggest running Dual Unholy in Arena. You have no like heavy hitting abilities. Scourge Strike is crazy. So they didn't get a darkness. They literally kill boss before, or get the boss into Entropius phase before the darkness. And then now he's going to kite it away from this orb, but kind of still in range of the range. Okay, so that orb is going to be moving towards him. Look at how he's facing. He wants to move this way. Yeah, the orb should go away in a second. Perfect. And the next orb's there. And now they're going to kill the boss. They're going to kill Entropius near the exit of the room, right? Why are Enhanced Shamans ranked so high for phase 1 AoE damage? Spell hands. Yeah. I think they do get another... Oh, they do get another orb spawn right at the end, but it's fine. All right. Sprints. Drums of Speed can be used here. They don't have drums off CD. Sprinting forward, though. This is really nice. Gonna have to pot again in a second, potentially. Let's see. Really clean pull, grabs it with range, and then brings it back into the group. These mobs can be a little bit intimidating. Chain pulling them too fast can leave you with a stacking debuff. That's on your healers, I guess. They're literally 40 seconds ahead right now. 40 seconds ahead, though. Look at the timer right here. Look at this timer. Oh, so much pump, man. So much pump. They're going so fast. All right, someone still had rocket boots on. Gear change, the last gear change. This was brought in right after the next earthquake went away. So you have to wait for the deep, not have to, but obviously it's like extremely necessary because the damage that this earthquake debuff does is like kind of ridiculous. And Tetsu actually pointed out last week that this is probably what the plan was for Light of a Loon. I think it's was to double pull of these, which would be a pretty nice time save. It was a double pull these and then Light of Luna off the debuff. The entire raid's HP is decently low. If some Shadow Bolts were to go out, that could be catastrophic. But so far, I literally have not seen one unforced error death. Keon said it was to pull the gauntlet with Elune. Oh my god, that would have been sick. Just run forward the entire time, mega pull the entire gauntlet. Man, that would have been fun, man. I'm just gonna say, I think it would have been fun.
Darkness.
Yeah. Just to see it once, you know, just to see it once. All right, now let's watch the DPS. Hunters pump on this fight, and then Warriors pump on this fight extremely well. Warriors obviously do a lot of cleave damage on Kil'jaeden, but Hunters, if you can have really good uptime of your breaths on all of your DPS, obviously, it's crazy. They got Druids, they got Boomkin Druids as their enemies, which is perfect. It's not Warriors, and I think they're using, yeah, Ob is tanking, so they're using Ret Paladin tank. Everyone's kind of moved on to Ret Paladin tank. I think it was oh, and he's dead. Rezzed up insta. Rep Pally goes down. Who's tanking now? Fury Warrior's tanking now. Yeah. Are you going to give add-ons list to use as DK? I will. I'll have a DK pre-patch guide coming either this week or next week, and a Hunter pre-patch guide. Both of those will most likely have add-ons and weak auras in them as well. Marksman or Survival Hunter in pre-patch. If you're freshly leveled, BM and then Survival. Freshly leveled, most of your damage in Survival is magic damage. If you're super giga geared, you'll go Marksman. Yeah. Who's doing the Drake? Great question. Big Thunder, who's doing the Drake for you guys? I'm guessing it's a healer. Look, there's two healers that have no mana going. One, yeah, I'm guessing it's a Resto Shaman. Still, Fury Warrior's tanking, by the way, guys. Fury Warrior's still tanking. Look at the DPS numbers. All of the Warlocks aren't seeding. So this is Warlocks doing almost 4K on single target. Kion is doing it. Kion is doing it. All right. Yeah. And they did pull up a second dragon, so they have 2 dragons just getting breaths out. Here, it's easy for, like, it looks like Jinxu is doing the second dragon, just like permanent uptime. Oh my gosh, and there's some deaths from slow moves. There's some deaths. Oh, looks like this person might die to this Armageddon. So until Kil'jaeden, this was like the cleanest run. Another death there. More impressed by the Feral DPS doing 3.1k? Yeah. Is that you, Big Thunder? Oh, it's the other Feral. I can't read. It's the other Feral. But look at both hunters are pumping really well. Shroud is doing 4k DPS. 4k DPS from 2 separate Warlocks doing 4k DPS on this fight. This is beautiful. 46 seconds saved. 46 seconds above world record. Boom!